And timer is set. 45.
Ooh, what up, guys? It's the Now We Go podcast. It's the COVID killer himself, Zach Maslany, over here with the Corona guy.
Dude, I'm not. You can't make me the Corona guy. What the fuck?
The Corona guy. Is that the nickname?
JM Exotic. What's up?
That's a good one.
What's up, guys?
And we're over here with the host with the most of Never Again Radio, Mike Feuerbach. What up?
Hey. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? So we're back for the Now We Go podcast, episode 3. And it's another Monday, guys. And I'm not going to lie, the drive here took about 5 minutes because there was nobody on 22. I've never seen anything like that before.
I haven't been on the highway yet.
Dude, 22. I've been driving around randomly just because
get out.
I get bored and I'm like, all right, I got to go. I got to go do something. So I just drive around because I don't want to even, there's nowhere even to stop. There's nowhere even to stop.
Is Wawa still open?
Oh, yeah. I cruised by Wawa and it was interesting. There was like 2 mailmen outside, a UPS guy, FedEx dude, 3 cops. You know, some construction workers. There's just a ton of people just hanging out there. So, like,
the delivery business is probably loving it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
traffic.
You're not supposed to be at places like that with 1 million people and everyone's bitching. But they're still at Wawa, like, you know, buying peach white owls and you know what I mean, all that shit. Like I seen a
What's
dude.
A white owl?
I seen a guy. So I was in there too. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Sorry.
Were you buying a peach white owl?
No. But I saw the guy 2 in front of me did. He bought a couple of them. Right. He's probably stocking up, and then he.
What are they? Blunt wrappers?
Yeah, blunt wraps. White owls. Yeah, and then he went to go.
Yeah.
Then he went to go text on his phone. And he put the one in his mouth and walked out and elbowed the door. And I was like,
yeah, the Wawa doors. Like when we travel, we never touch the the roadside. You know, like the stops on the highway. What are they called?
Rest stops.
Rest stops. Yeah, we never touch those doors.
No, see, me and him have already been social distancing and CDC
not letting people
compliant.
cough on me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I hear a lot of it from my friends at Tattoo. They're like super health conscious like that. How much do you think this will continue with people washing their hands and giving a shit?
There are some. This is what's going to happen after, just like everything. After a couple months, people will go back to normal, or however long it takes, because who knows. But then there are going to be a group of people that have been insanely, seriously affected by this, and you're going to see nutty type shit every now and then. It's not going to be all the time, but this is my prediction. Every now and then, you're going to see someone at the store where, like, just like what happened the other day when me and my wife were at Wegmans. A guy was putting away. Did I tell the story already?
I don't think so.
A guy was putting away, we were in the chip aisle, and already the lines are like all the way back, right? So we're in the chip aisle looking for some blue corn tortillas.
They're good.
Going to do a Mexican night, you know what I mean, or whatever. So we're looking for that, and the dude is putting away all the stuff, and he's probably like in his 40s or 50s, working at Wegmans, and he pushes a woman's cart who just was all the way down. Her and her daughter were all the way, and just left the cart in the middle. So it's already a tight quarters in there. And then he moves the cart, and then she loses it. She's like, you should have told me. You should have told me you were going to touch my cart. Or you should have told me to move it, sir. And she just was yelling at him, dude. My wife was like, holy shit. Like, we were like, what's going on? And then she was like, got out the spray and was like spraying her hands and spraying the cart. And like, there's spray going everywhere. And I was like, all right, so things like that are going to happen. Some people are going to be ridiculously affected in this country for sure. There's going to be a lot of people wearing those masks.
Lone wolves.
That's never going to go away.
Yeah.
There's going to be people that are wearing those masks all the time. I mean, we've been in other countries where a lot of people in other countries wear that shit all the time anyways. They're always wearing masks. So
China.
But I heard, that one meme, dude, where it's just
China.
It's like his lips like this. It's like the lips blowing. That's
I
one
want
of the
this for
best ones.
Instagram, like my face like this.
China.
That's awesome.
I call it that because it came from China.
After this, yeah,
That's one of the most ridiculous
legend,
things I've
what
ever
a
seen on
legend.
TV.
Oh, man. Dude, Trump's crazy, dude. He says some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I pretty much been I've been trying to tune out a lot of the stuff, but I do go on and when it's over, I don't watch it live, but when it's over, I go back and I forward through the whole thing where they're telling you to wash your hands and that old nonsense, and then where they just break down the numbers, which they're always wrong, And then I go and I watch the part where he interviews, where they get to ask questions, where the media gets to ask questions.
It's the best part.
It's the best part, dude. How about yesterday? He shut down the one woman. He's like, "Wait a minute, that's why you used to work for one, now you work for another one." You know what I mean?
Calling people out on getting fired.
Yeah, I used to work for the Times, and now you work for someone else, and that's why, because you're a crappy journalist. He's like, "No, next." I like, and then they cut the camera, and the guy is like trying to tear the mic away from the one woman, and she's trying to ask questions, and then CNN, he's like, you work for CNN. He's like, that's fake news, dude. I want a fake news T-shirt.
Use the finisher's F for it.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna make, dude.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I have that written down, and I also have another T-shirt that just says "Look into it" with the eyes.
Yeah.
Did someone do that already?
I don't think
you know
so.
what I mean? We're giving.
Yeah, there's Eddie has the red pill shirt.
But it says, oh, it does say "look into it." That's right, it has a red pill. All right, we won't do that one. But that other one, no one got a fake news with the finishers F. Dude, that is an insane idea. We'll do that one for sure.
Yeah, we can put like. All right, never mind. But
yeah,
I know what you mean.
Talk after.
Yeah, we'll talk after this.
Yeah, it's weird though. Like, so I think things like that are gonna continually happen. I think some people are gonna like never eat at restaurants again. I think some people are just. Yeah, and like, dude, we're in airports and dirty ass places all the time, like Subways and all this shit. I don't touch shit. You know what I mean?
Do you think restaurants will be open like on the tail end? Like, I feel like they're not gonna fuck with restaurants being open till like basically the kids are back in school.
Well,
they're gonna wait that long.
I think restaurants and gyms like us are gonna get fucked.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna be on the if anything, if they
we're
only
the last
allow,
to get helped.
Yeah, because they don't give a shit. They're like they're it's a gym. Like the World Health Organization doesn't care about fixing people's obesity problem.
Restaurants can still do takeout.
Yeah,
and they're cutting the cost down on their employees. Yeah, so something's got to even out there. I'm not saying it's gonna be the same, but
yeah, no. Believe me, a lot of restaurants are gonna do okay, but a lot of restaurants is from what I've heard from people is they go month to month. You know what I mean? They're making money, but they got to reinvest a lot of that money. They're generally not liquid. You know. That's a cool term. Liquid.
So, business savvy over there. It's not liquid. Shut the fuck
up. Dude. My 401k took a shit.
Yeah.
Things rich guys say.
Are any gyms back open or anything like that?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, some are figuring out loopholes to try to be open, but even though they're open, they can't really do what they want to do anyways. But I'm sure they're doing whatever they want to do.
And it's all going to be on the clients coming in too, whether or not
and then
they
people are
safe.
narking them out and all types of crazy stuff like that. But for what I was going to say about restaurants is a lot of those places lost their inventory. So I know they lost their ass on inventory because one of my boys just bought a bunch of went down to Oak. Because Oak ain't selling, Oak's doing takeout, but like Oak is a high level.
You're there for the experience.
Steak restaurant, yeah. You're
not
gonna
get their food in a styrofoam container and take it home.
Steak is really good though.
Still be good though, but they're not selling those. What are the big ones called? Not the wishbones, the Flintstones looking.
The tomahawk.
Yeah. Dude, I know a guy went in there, Mello. He went in there and bought 3 tomahawks from him.
Oh, is that what he was making the other day?
Those are from Oak, yeah. So he had to get rid of all those.
He's cooking a lot.
Yeah, Mello's huge, dude. He's a big ass guy. He eats a lot. You know what I mean? I'm like 3.
He's got a pretty cool setup over there. He's like axe throwing.
Yeah, dude, Mello's the man, dude.
He told me
in his
about
basement.
Yeah,
he's working on a bunch of stuff too. You know, he's a cool dude, man. I always appreciate him coming through and helping out Ryan, and because I can't fucking roll with Ryan, dude.
Yeah.
Ryan Applebee's huge, dude. Yeah, I can't even hold pads for the guy. Yeah, I can't. That's the other thing, man. I just like lay in bed and just like, dude, I cannot wait to get back to work. And a lot of our guys are hitting me up, like a lot of the guys who are trying to get into MMA and like kickboxing and stuff. They're just like, when they heard JM talk about it, they're like, dude, this is gonna be so sick. Like, and there are a lot of guys now, I think, like totally revamping their shit because they're just stuck home and they're just like, all right, I might as well clean up my fucking room for once and like, you know, try to get some. Even if they don't go through, some people are definitely trying to create some goals for themselves for when things, you know, when the apocalypse is over and they can go back to living a normal life. I feel like there are going to be people even at the gym / jiu-jitsu school that are just going to be too freaked out to either bring their kids or, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know, at first, maybe they just be like, oh, we're going to hold off for a couple of months. Like right when we open, I feel like some people are just going to probably want to hold out because they're afraid of getting sick or something like that. You know what I mean? Or afraid of rolling around. But then there are most of the guys, like the you know, the main finishers fam, if you will, is just like, they can't wait to get back to training. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you'll pick up new people as well, just because of people being stuck inside.
Yeah,
it's been fucking crazy, crazy as fuck.
I forget who was saying it, but somebody was saying they were hoping that maybe this is a upturn, and after this is all over and the economy gets back and people start going back to work, that maybe this is an upturn of people thinking like, I got to get in shape, I got to build my immune system, I got to, you know what I mean? But then again, people
times like this, it's you're happy you're in shape and saved money and
I did notice that.
Don't overspend, you know what I mean? Like me and Zach aren't sweating because I don't drive a fucking Mercedes, or I could drive a nicer car, or I could have a nicer this or that.
Yeah, I know guys like, you know, I know dudes that are, you know, I mean, this guy is not going to listen to this, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going to say his name anyway. But I know people who are like a principal of like middle schools, or a principal of a middle school or a high school, or whatever. I don't even remember which one it is. But dudes like that that have like a speedboat and a 3-car garage, and you know what I mean. A lot of guys from my high school are like trying to put that off. Like I follow them on Instagram, and I'm like, see the shit that they put up, and I'm like, they think I'm a weirdo, you know, because I'm rolling around on the ground and I'm, you know, traveling, you know, whatever. But then I look at their shit, I'm like, all you guys are doing is trying to flaunt how much shit you got. But if some of them still are working, but if you were out of a job right now and you had all of that shit and you were living way above your means, you're screwed. Now, if you got the cash, I'm gonna have that shit
liquid.
too. Yeah, if you're liquid, bro. Are you liquid?
You got the liquidity.
That's what I gotta say. Like, if the landlord's like, "Hey, man, where's my rent?" I'd be like, "Dude, listen, we're not liquid, dude.
Yeah,
we're not liquid right now.
This is tied up. The way my bank account's set up.
Yeah, I mean,
like when I was first getting groceries,
IRAs,
I was like, man, like I haven't spent this much money on groceries. I'm one person. Like what you were saying, how you made spaghetti and you're good for 3 weeks. It's totally different when you're by yourself. Like I can just live off of a pack of hot dogs. But then I was saying to my buddy yesterday, as I realized how much money I'm saving because I'm not going out anywhere, and how much money I was just pissing away buying food every time I went to a gas station. Spent gas, another thing. I'm not fucking driving anywhere.
Right.
I'm not getting gas weekly.
Yeah, it's not like you're really spending your money right now.
No.
Everyone's just holding on to it. Everyone's just like this.
I forgot one of those entrepreneur things. Maybe you shared it or somebody said like, here's a good way how to lose like 10 grand a year is spend $13 a day on random nonsense or whatever that comes out to be. I don't know, I'm a fucking mathematician, but you know what I mean, though.
Oh, dude.
When I was working at the tree business, like I was there for like 2 months, and you're just at a gas station every morning.
Yeah.
So we were buying breakfast, then we were buying lunch.
Yeah.
Then after 2 months, I was
Copenhagen.
I was like, dude, we're spending like $60 a week.
I'm trying to do really good at not doing that when I'm around home, but then when I'm traveling and shit, I don't give a shit. I just
it's different.
I mean, dude, you don't know how many, dude. We're the kings of like the $46.50 order from 7-Eleven, you know, at night when we're just like, we got to go to 7-Eleven.
That roller
get
food.
Supplies, you know what I mean?
Dude, that's where you get Corona right now. You go to 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Well, the reason why also I know me and him won't be super affected by that if we get it. I mean, we would be sick, but dude, like I've literally accidentally touched the door handle. You know how they took away coffee at 7-Eleven and Wawa, you can't just get the random coffee.
Oh yeah, that's
dude,
right.
We stayed in some of the shittiest parts of Los Angeles, and I walked into the grocery store, or into the 7-Eleven, where homeless people are opening and closing the door for you. I touched the door, made a coffee, blew my nose, and ate a fucking fish sticks from there or some shit like that, and I didn't die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was at a 7-Eleven when I lived in Virginia, and it was the first time I really saw homeless people. And like I was going in and I was coming out, and this dude's just shaking a soda can and then drinking it and looking for food in the garbage can, and I was just like,
LA.
Are homeless people dying in record number right now?
I don't know.
They're not reporting it, so.
Wouldn't you think weird, homeless would just?
Well, you would think a thing like this would eradicate the homeless people. You know what I mean? Don't you think so? Because if one person caught that shit, they're not practicing social distancing. Anybody go down and check under the bridge and see if they are in LA? And then those
what
areas
if they're the only
are?
ones that make it?
Or they just have they have every disease and it's just offsetting each other, like Mr. Burns. Remember that? He had they're like, you have everything.
Is this a plot to kill all the old people?
It could be.
But why would they want to kill the old people? Just to population control?
Money.
Or?
They're trying to get their liquidity up.
A buddy of mine turned me on to QAnon.
Yeah.
Going down that rabbit hole at all?
Yeah, dude. I've been talking about this whole fucking time.
Yeah. Well, he said it to me, and I was like, that's what these guys are talking about on the show.
Dude, listen, if shit doesn't go down like this dude says, and no pedophiles get arrested, I'm never talking about conspiracy theories again.
Well, that's what I was saying too. I was like, I was gonna post that.
I'm never gonna bring up a conspiracy theory again.
They better start arresting some. I mean, dude, what month is it? They better start arresting some pedophiles. Well, they said
April.
Dude.
My buddy was sending me stuff. He said April's supposed to go down. We're supposed to lose power. But there was all these things linked up on all these different dates, and I'm like, what do you think? And he's like, you can't say it's not linking up. He's like, I don't know how to look at it.
But dude, I listened to one thing called the X-22 report and another one, the SGT report. And dude, some of the stuff that they say, you're like, what? And then most of it though, you're like, come on. Like, dude, they're looking back at the posts from QAnon from 2017 saying he predicted, like he's fucking Nostradamus. He predicted this time this year it would be happening. Come on, dude. There's no way he would.
Well, he did though.
But did he?
It's just tweets. It's all like tweets and shit.
No. The actual post that he put up on those things, they're trying to say, well, he said this word, and that means number 17, and that means March. And it's like, dude, you guys are grasping for straws on some of that shit. But some of it, though, like you were saying, like the news channels are already saying, we're going to not post Trump's, speeches and stuff. And then some of the coronavirus task force stuff, and you never know. Like, they're going to take that off, and then he's going to have to, talk to us through the emergency broadcast system. And, like, I listen to all that shit, but I'm just like, I got my skeptical eyes on right now. I want it to happen, though. Like Eddie said, what's the alternative? Nothing? Like, you should want the government to be arresting people who have been against us and stealing from us and raping kids and drinking their blood and all types of other shit.
Yeah, it's like a adrenochrome, right?
You should want everyone. People are like, nah, that's bullshit. You should want that to happen, though. If that was really going down, you should want that to happen. But
child trafficking.
I mean, they have arrested a lot of people though since Trump has been in. They have been arresting people, but none of the big name people. I want to see Hillary Clinton go down.
Famous people keep getting
Carol Baskin.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna go after Baskin?
I don't know. Famous people do get coronavirus. That's weird.
You need evidence. What you can say in life, even if you're right, like they still got to prove it.
I think Trump should get out Joe Exotic and arrest Carol Baskin and Hillary Clinton, dude. That's what they should do.
That whole cast is like making the rounds on podcasts now.
Yeah, they're smart. You got to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, that made me feel like shit. Kind of like we're talking about Tiger King right away, and then Theo Von has the fucking guy on. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the difference right there. That's the difference. That's the difference.
I didn't know, like,
we were on to it first, though.
The doc's...
yeah, we did it first.
The doc has a son who has like 1.8 million followers, and he's like just posting shit with tigers all the time. So
Doc Antle?
Yeah.
His son's getting laid off it, too. That's crazy.
I don't know. It's weird seeing them all go around and do all this shit. I'm interested to see how this all unfolds.
All those people are straight crazy narcissists. They think they're like they're the man in their own world, and they are.
No, like that Jeff guy.
The money man with no money, dude.
Yeah,
the Jeff Lowe starter pack.
He's still running the zoo.
Is he really?
Yeah.
That guy's paid as fuck. You see the two girls he's with? He got a baby by one of them.
And the housekeper.
That's gangster shit, dude.
Housekeeper.
Good for him.
He's like, well, why wouldn't you want a good-looking housekeeper?
Dude.
Yeah, he's like on the computer. Like, he's like, why would you want a regular...
And then she's like, well, I'm pregnant. And he's like, and you're going to be back in the gym soon.
Yeah. Yeah. That's messed up.
Jeff Lowe is a gangster. He got all them stolen Hummers. And
I mean, he's a piece of shit.
He's
100%. But
I mean,
what are you going to do? I mean, there's piece of shit people in churches and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what you got to check out on Netflix that's really good that I thought was awesome was Don Verdeen.
What's that?
It's a Danny McBride movie. Ooh. And he waits till like an hour in to punch you right in the face with this guy that comes in. It's hilarious.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah,
check
that
Danny
one
McBride.
out. Yeah, I don't know. Man. There's all kinds of cool shit on, like we shared, there's like quizzes now where you can take what character you are on.
For Tiger King?
Yeah. I was the girl with no arm. That was the... I got her arm lopped off.
I got Joe Exotic.
He got Joe Exotic.
So did Andrew, though.
How crazy is it that he's now as big as he thought he was when he was doing...
Dude, he was huge before all this, and now he's
massive.
Yeah. It's like a phenomenon now.
Yeah, no, it's
cultural phenomenon.
He's in jail, though, right?
Yeah, locked down.
Yeah, the piece of shit white guy thing never gets old. People really enjoy, like, just...
I think he's fucked
crazy white people.
the animal stuff. I don't think the Baskin stuff is what's keeping him there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That Doc Antle was being looked into for the euthanizing the Cubs, and he's on Theo Vaughn.
Right. I mean, they could just say that, though.
I'm sorry, Lord.
Yeah, whatever.
No, it's Bhagavan, dude.
They want you to, like, go to jail for that, though. Like, they always try to, like, in these Netflix documentaries, they're always trying to, like, he has sex with a lot of women. Like, it's a bad thing. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that guy has sex with women. Better put him in jail. It's like, dude, these women are having sex with him. Like, you know what I mean? It's a two-way street on that one.
But then they're trying to use it against him. I mean, that's why.
It's like it's making you out to be a piece of shit for liking women. Like, excuse me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like he's a piece of shit and he's a cult leader.
Right.
But it has nothing to do with the girls who agreed to have sex with him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they chose to be there.
Yeah.
You know, if he was...
I definitely...
Same thing with, what's his face? The fucking yoga guy.
That documentary
yoga
was
guy
creepy too.
There's all, dude. I'm in the martial arts world, and dude, this is a classic story in martial arts. Is like using, like, there's tons of piece of shit black belt martial artists that, like, you know, rape chicks and do kids, and like there's all this stuff, like guys
and now it's just like the priest thing. Like, no one knew about it back then, but like in martial arts, like there's always been guys that have been doing that since well before the internet. They were just way easier to get away with it now. But we've known of how many high-level competitor dudes that just all of a sudden disappeared off the map. And then you're like, well, what happened? I'm like, well, he was with like a 14-year-old or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, what?
Or just,
you know what I mean?
Or just he's married to he's married to the lady in the school, and then they get divorced, and then it all falls apart. Yeah. There's a million stories like that.
People using the ranks. Like one guy like gave the chick, was hooking up with him the whole time, and he gave her black belt, and then she like got rid of him and started her own place, and like, yeah, it's crazy shit.
Hitting on the news people. Yeah, it's all, dude, this is common knowledge in martial arts. This shit happens all the time. Cause like, dude, you fuck around, you lose your whole shit over it. You know what I mean? Some crazy lady, you know what I mean? You can't just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's almost like they attack you on that front. Like, you're a man having sex with women, and it's like illegal. You know what I mean? They're like trying to make it like, you know, I don't know. Like, you know. Like
you're saying, the angle that they painted was that he was a bad guy for having 5 wives.
Your whole situation in life is to have leverage over women. Like, if you're a straight dude, like, that's what you're working for. You're working to get good at whatever you're getting good at so you can attract women to you.
Yeah.
And that guy just has like a harem of 5 chicks. It's good for him. Like, it's not my thing. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Started a fucking zoo.
Right? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
So crazy. But I mean, the only thing I could say would be wrong with it is if one of those people were holding them against their will. I mean, listen, you can't say like, oh, when she moved here, she was 19 or 20 and he corrupted her. I mean, maybe he did, but she showed up.
Where's her parents?
She showed up. Well, the parents
her dad dropped her off and goes, hey, don't fall in love. He's a good-looking guy.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's a whole...
And then you got another thing, just that, and then you got like then when people think like about human trafficking, like, you know how many people go missing every year? Like, a lot.
Yeah.
Like, how many kids go missing all the time?
It's an insane amount. If you really, like, whatever the numbers were they were posting up, like, you're like, what? That's across the world, right? And they're like, that's in America. And you're like, what? You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy how many people get snatched up. But those guys are doing it. It's not a lifestyle that anyone can live unless you're some crazy fucking guy with all this money, and you know what I mean? But those other women that live there seem to like it. Doc Antle, they're like, yeah, we wanted to be there.
Chicks were dressing up. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
They work a lot, but I mean, you know, what's the difference between them working? They're like, oh, like you said, another thing.
PJ Wellahans, dude.
Yeah, they're like, those they have to work 18 hours a day.
That's a family
but
restaurant.
If she was a doctor, you know what I mean? If she was a doctor, she'd be working that much too. You know what I mean? She likes that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, they could leave.
Yeah. Well,
and plus, like, what guy, like, let's say, like, just any scenario, you started this thing, and then now you start having one woman who wants to sleep with you. Then there's another woman who wants to sleep with you, and the woman you're with is like, I don't care. Why don't you bring her in?
Right.
Who the fuck's going to be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we should do this. It's not like a marriage.
It's not super uncommon.
I'm sure what is common to him is not what the fuck is common to anyone else. There's shit I do where my brothers are married, not even with women, but like I look at my brothers' lives and then I look at what I'm doing and trying to do. It's totally fucking opposite.
Right.
So it's like you can't really judge the guy.
And it's like that's like one of the
living that way.
That's like one of the
keeping
knocks.
them in horse stalls and stuff like that. I don't. You know.
Right.
That's it's his code or whatever he's doing. I'm just saying I would have went about it differently.
It's like one of the knocks on his sheet, though, right? Like really, all you could say about that Doc guy is, you know, he
might have killed tigers.
Maybe. They said that
allegedly
but,
he was.
I mean, I'd imagine
burning camp. It was.
I'd imagine if you're running a tiger aquarium or whatever, a tiger situation,
aquarium,
whatever,
drowning.
If you're gonna have to kill a few tigers, like you know what I mean, like that's probably part of the job is putting down tigers.
Well, I think that's
so.
What
If
they
you
were,
just got bones,
they were saying Exotic did that. Like the ones that he killed were like older ones,
right?
I mean,
maybe it's mercy stuff.
I'm not saying they weren't meth heads and doing some fucked up shit.
Well, they are making them. You know, they do. These things are always going to make dudes look bad for going after women. 100%. They're always going to make guys look bad for that. It's just what it is. And look at but then there's a whole nother. That's only one side of the story because like I said, when I posted up, there were people like, I listened to a podcast on it, and that's not how I remember it going. So there's a whole nother.
Yeah.
You know, there's a whole nother. I mean,
Baskin said that she didn't really have that type of relationship with Joe Exotic. She was like, I was going after 5 other people at the same time, so like how they painted this isn't really I mean, it's like when they edit for the real world,
or Making a Murderer. When you watched all that stuff, then there was another thing breaking down all the shit that they were wrong, and then there was a second one saying more stuff that they missed, you know. But then like there was that one thing where it looked like someone took blood out of the, remember they went and they found the blood, his blood was in, you know, I don't know, wherever they keep everyone's blood that did something bad, right? So they went in evidence.
In the beaker,
they went.
Right.
There was a hole in the top of the beaker, like someone stuck a syringe in there and pulled some of it out. And they were like, dude, because when you watch that, you're like, what? There's no other reason why that would be there.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh yeah, you know what? When they do that, there's always a hole in it because they always have to do something. There's something that they do that they always do. Now, whether you believe that or not, who knows? But it's a whole nother scenario that you don't know. So they're just fucking trying to make money, just like everybody else. They're like, let's fucking make him look like this. Let's make this guy look like he didn't do it. Let's make that guy look like he did do it. You know what I mean? And you're like, wow, that's totally not how it went down. Like, think about things that you know from a year back. I can't remember things. I'll tell people, I've had people miscount tournaments and we've had so many tournaments and matches. I've had people miscount matches and act like they were the one who did it. And actually was someone else competing or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're like, what? Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, dude, that was you. Or that wasn't you. That was fucking, you know what I mean? I've had people totally like, you know, so there's a thing to memory too. You know, I don't know if those people are remembering everything. But that being said, that shit is crazy.
Well, I only saw a couple people point it out, but he's definitely not singing. Like, that's not his voice in any of those videos.
Well, you can make all that up.
I was wondering.
I was like,
my girl likes
his
music. She's like,
there was 24 songs and then 16 music videos
on his first release.
Unbelievable. That shit was crazy. Yeah, but I mean, dude, guys are high level. You know, guys in every industry, you're gonna have 10 girlfriends. So a lot of dudes do it. Right. They just, you know what I mean? It's like a thing. And remember when Charlie Sheen came out and he had those 2 girlfriends and stuff? Yeah. Some they were just doing that for publicity, but still, you know what I mean? That's been a thing since forever.
There's plenty of guys who have 5 different girlfriends, and all the different girlfriends don't know about it.
Well,
but they're dating 5 women.
That's a little bit different. But let's see. I think I actually wrote some stuff down. I want to see what I wrote down. Oh, dude, let's jump into it. Khabib and Tony.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, that fight's off, huh? Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of knew it was going to be off.
I didn't really know how they were going to pull it off because if they couldn't do the England card or London,
Florida doesn't care about anything or what?
Florida.
But the guy from London couldn't fight, which is why they were going to, I think because of travel, which is why they were going to do Woodley and Covington.
Yeah.
So how the fuck was Khabib supposed to get out of Russia? Like, why run your mouth and say that fight's going to go on? I think they should have just pushed it back.
I think they tried. I think they actually tried to make that fight happen.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to just back out in a situation like this. It's like no one's going to be like... I mean, Khabib doesn't want it with Ferguson. I don't think he wants to fight that guy. Ferguson, I thought was going to beat his ass. Like, I thought that was going to be... That would have been a good fight. I don't think... Do you see, like, Khabib knocking the shit out of Tony? Like, you just knocking him unconscious? I don't see that either. Rafael Dos Anjos and, like... Who else has Tony fought? Like, everybody.
Yeah, I could see him taking him down early and like Tony using elbows and stuff, and it getting real interesting with the cuts and stuff like that. You know, I think he would just elbow the shit out of him on the ground. You know, you just have to. Yeah, I don't know if Khabib's gonna RNC Tony Ferguson.
Right.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
You know, could he take him down and beat his ass for the first couple rounds? Sure, but Tony's not gonna go away.
No.
You know, anybody can win. Obviously.
I mean, look at
Gaethje. They're trying to give him Gaethje.
Ally Quinta, when he was the later rounds, he was coming back.
Yeah, he was doing okay. You know, he was starting to do okay. But that's kind of tough though. Like, I don't like those type of comparisons all the time because he wasn't super hyped to fight Ally Quinta.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
The last minute replacement too, right?
Yeah, it's like, all right, this guy, let me just make sure I don't lose this. I think that's what he was more or less thinking.
So
but he was landing he was doing okay, though, standing up with him, Khabib.
So what do you think they're going to do? Because, I mean, they had said they're going to stack the shit out of the card.
It's Gaethje versus Ferguson. That's what's up in the air as of right now.
Wow, that's a good fight, too.
Gaethje's an animal, dude.
But
that
then
guy,
what's it for?
We were watching a video.
Are they going to take Khabib's belt? Is it just
another
fight?
interim?
Huh?
I mean, Tony just acts like he's a champ, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he is. He hasn't lost.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
He hasn't lost. You
I don't
know,
know,
and
dude,
Khabib
that
won't fight him. This is like 3 times. I mean, the fight hasn't happened 6 times now.
Yeah.
But they have.
Really pisses me. It really chaps my ass, dude.
That's a great
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Gaethje. I watched a fight with Gaethje, like where, you know, that guy's an animal, dude. That's a good fight. Tony versus Gaethje. That's a hell of a fight.
Hell of a fight, dude.
I hope UFC's back on first. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be awesome. Like,
when are they but that's a month.
18th.
When are they gonna allow?
We're in the house for a month, dude. We're
Yeah.
fucking stuck in the house for another month. It's been 2 weeks.
When are
It's
they?
getting old.
Yeah,
It's been 2 weeks.
I think it's been 3, hasn't it? You sure?
2. This is week 3. This is the beginning of week 3, and we got
I just
another
realized
4
it
weeks.
was Monday.
Yeah.
It's blurring. It's together.
Yeah, my days are all fucked up. You know, between Call of Duty, YouTube, and then just the other business shit we're talking about. I'll talk on the phone with you. My mom will come over. I'll go over to George's. A lot of weed smoking going on at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, it just all blurs.
I saw that one meme and said it said something like for the 3rd time I'm gonna buy weed for the next 2 weeks.
It's fucking weird. I think UFC will be back first out of all sports.
I mean, but even they'll start doing fights with nobody in the crowd. But when are they gonna allow? It's like they're acting like they're never gonna allow crowds again. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like, that's insane. That's crazy to think about. That all of a sudden it is make you think, like, all of a sudden it was one way and then boom, nobody can get together.
Oh, shit can happen fast, dude. That's why I tell my girl, watch Road Rage. She's always getting into shit in the car.
Yeah,
I saw a video the other day. Dude just popped out of his car.
It's a great
started
rabbit hole to
shooting
go
at the
down.
other dude. Yeah, I know, whatever, but I'm just saying, shit can pop off.
Yeah.
And that's how shit goes.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's how many
Instantly.
people were thinking, like, oh, no, you
There's
know, but that's why
millions of road rage videos on YouTube.
No, yeah.
And that's
so
why
fun to
a lot of businesses are going to go out of business because they never thought that anything bad could happen. It's just every day it's the same, you know. Same thing with like why all those people go broke all the time because they're like, oh, I got 10 grand coming in a month. I'll always have 10 grand coming in a month. You know what I mean? You could spend 8. You know what I mean? And just all of a sudden, though, you're like, oh, shit. And when everything halts, you're like, whoa, you know, nobody can do shit. Some people are, dude, I know some people who are totally out of their jobs or their business may close. And I know other people that are working from home making more money now because they are just working from home and they can work more hours and the place gave them more money to stay home and still work. So it's like.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, my parents are doing good. Like, Dean's working from home. My mom's doing
A lot of people working from home.
Yeah, my sister, brothers,
a
all
nurse.
them.
Yeah.
Amazon still.
Yeah, one of our
factory
guys
still.
works at Amazon. Amazon said one person got it, and then they didn't say it was who or when, and then a bunch of people just bounced and were like,
It's
"I'm
for their
not working."
privacy.
Yeah. No. But the people at the place wanted to know. You know, it is
Who
for
it
their
was.
privacy, but they wanted to know whether they work with
It's
them or
always
not.
secondhand.
They weren't
Anyone
telling
that gets
anybody.
corona, it's always,
they
my
weren't telling
sister's
anybody. Then all of a
nephew's
sudden. It
aunt.
was shut down, and now the guy's back to work, but it's like a skeleton crew, and they're hiring people now because a lot of people are
They're
just
paying
like,
a lot
fuck
more.
this, I'm out.
They're paying like
Yeah.
$2 to $3 more.
A lot of people are like, what? Someone here had coronavirus, even though it's a huge warehouse and it's probably okay? I'm going to head out.
My
and other
buddies,
people are like, I'll take unemployment.
My buddy's kid's working there, and my buddy's really concerned about it. And the kid's in his 20s, and he's just like, I'm making a shit ton of money, and I can work as many hours as I want, and we can kind of come and go as we please, and he's just stacking cash right now.
Yeah, some people are definitely doing that. You know, some people are doing like, I know a couple of people doing like double shifts and stuff because other people don't want to work. And they're just like, got to make money.
Another month, dude.
Yeah, a month is tough.
Yeah. I'm going to learn how to wood whittle or some shit.
Out here, they haven't, I mean, Trump said we got to keep social distancing stuff for another month, but Pennsylvania, I think what he's doing also too is to take some heat off him so they can't totally blame him for everything. Is he's letting the governors make the decision on when your town has to shut down. You know what I mean?
They just, what did they do? They just pushed it back from the 16th or the 18th to the 30th now for Pennsylvania?
Well, federally. I don't know what Pennsylvania's doing.
Well, I haven't checked WFMZ or the fake news network, Lehigh Valley Live, but because I do like to see what they're saying, because I will look on it and see, you know what I mean, with both sides. And I check CBS, like I said, I go down the line, CBS, Fox, and then I go all the way to Alex Jones, you know, and all these other Joneses to see what's going on. But it's you know, yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to know what I want him to. Governor Wolf's gonna have to come out. He's crying for more money because we don't have enough money here, and hospitals are overflowing yet, and they don't know what to do with people. But Easton Hospital has nobody, and it's going out of business. I'm like, what the hell? I don't get that. Open that fucking place up, and let's get some people in there if there are really that many people sick. Why wouldn't Easton Hospital be open? That doesn't make any sense to me. Or why they would be going out of business unless someone was stealing money or some shit like that. Misappropriating funds. You know what I mean?
I don't know, maybe.
Easton Hospital's not liquid, so they need to...
Yeah, Zach's one business term. I got one.
I'm going to use it the rest of the day.
Dividends, their stock options are just in the tank, dude, you know? So, yeah, so I mean, I'm sure Governor Wolf eventually will come out and say, we're shut, you know, we got to do what the president says, and we all got to shut down till the 30th. So, but they haven't said that yet. It said, I read an article this morning that said things were shut down around here till the 6th still.
So how does that work where they shut down and then they say, hey, everybody's got to stay in their house? And then a company like Amazon, which is that an essential business?
Yes.
So
because they ship food.
Okay. So then they get printouts so they can go back and forth to work?
Some people got printouts. I heard of that, but I mean, that's just probably, I don't think that's legally make it okay. I think it's just something, so you could show a police officer if they're busting your ass and you're like, where the fuck are you going? Which I don't know why they would be pulling random people over and checking them.
I haven't even seen a cop really since.
I've seen
more in well, I mean, I'm in Nazareth.
They're at Wawa. They're chilling at Wawa. Go check there. Because there's nowhere to go. There's nothing going on. Yeah. You know?
Did you see, speaking of cops, somebody posted that they might be like dismissing Jones's charges because of all this shit that's going on?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, John Jones.
John Jones. What the fuck, man?
And he had a gun
like
on
to,
him, right?
Dude, people like to jump on that guy.
I think the gun is what's fucking him.
Yeah, he's probably shooting guns and shit, drinking. Fuck it, dude. I mean, dude, leave the man alone. He's famous as fuck. That's why he's getting arrested. If he was a normal guy like me, how many people drink beers and shoot guns?
Was it just a DUI, or was it coke too?
But was it in like the city?
Come on, we all drive drunk every once in a while.
Man, do a little coke.
From the body cam, it looked like he was in downtown shooting guns. Can't do that.
I mean, is it?
Fuck it, dude. He's the baddest motherfucker in the world, dude. I mean, I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
I sent the article to my buddy, and I was like, "Here's
you can't do that,"
because he always shits on McGregor. So anytime there's Jones stuff, I'm like, "Here's your fucking champ." And he goes, "Do you know how many of your friends would have done that?" I go,
dude, I got guys. Right. I got guys who have 600. I know dudes who have $600 in their bank account that are driving their truck around doing coke, shooting guns. You know what I mean? Imagine if you had.
He's living his life. He's living his life.
He's crazy. He's not hurting anybody.
John Jones rude, and then everyone jumps on him right away. Like all these bum fighters that have no careers anymore are like, it's reprehensible.
Well, they have to. That's how they have to.
I just get mad because
they're just trying to make themselves popular.
Like he's on a fucking roll. Like he's back. He's fucking everybody up. And then I was just like, I was just like, all I care about is whether or not it's going to slow him down with
he's
going
to go down the Tyson route or something like that is what
buying
you're saying,
exotic tigers.
No,
I meant like I just want to see him keep fighting.
You ever see his cat?
I don't care what he does.
I seen he post on Instagram before. He has like one of those Mancoons, those really huge cats.
Listen, John Jones is the man. I like.
You ever see those things?
Yeah,
it's like a house cat, but it's like you should get one of those, dude. Instead of getting a dog, get a fucking Mancoon, dude.
I have a cat and a baby coming.
Yeah, get a bigger cat. That's like having 3 of those cats taped together.
I don't want my baby to get eaten.
Get that free Walmart food.
No,
baby.
Well, just that's what I'm surprised he didn't have any of those. Those things would have got torn apart by those tigers.
Yeah, I don't know. John Jones is now DC's the greatest of all time again. He's the greatest ever.
I've never been.
John Jones almost murdered DC.
I've never been
like
a big DC guy.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
Why is he training with Khabib? That makes no fucking sense. I don't like DC. I don't like a lot of.
I don't like his commentary.
They're feeding you
as
that.
well.
They're feeding you like.
Yeah,
Yeah, DC's a nice guy. Like
They want
DC.
you to like DC. I mean, granted, he's a beast wrestler. I
He's
just
the
never
best
liked
heavyweight
him.
of all. I mean, he is. Whatever they want to. It's like Henry Cejudo. Like some people don't like Henry Cejudo. Some people like. I don't know. You like who you like. I like John Jones. I mean, people act like they don't drive drunk and shoot guns. I mean,
People said Cejudo's a douche. I don't know him. I don't really know much about him. People think he's a douche.
I mean, he's on that Covington shit where it's
it
just an
pisses me
act.
off that you have to be the best in the world at fighting and you also have to be a monk at the same time. Like, God forbid, you know what I mean? Like, you're a little crazy. Like, Tony Ferguson, that guy he's Tony Ferguson because he's Tony Ferguson.
Yeah,
he's not
that's just
normally adjusted
you're
guy.
thinking of, dude, that's mainstream people. They don't want to see that. They want to like, just like that time when we had the website up with the rap music and the guy's like, I'd love to our old website that I made was just a piece of shit back like 7 years ago, and guys would be like, man, there was a song of me and him, like there was a rap song on a video of me and him just rolling, doing like a fake match, like and
the guys Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, the guys. Well, there was a couple of songs too. There was that one with
Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac, Asleep or whatever. And they were like, yeah, like I would love to send my son to your school, but would you mind taking that song off that a YouTube video that you have up? And I was like, absolutely not. And he was like, well,
freaking Nazi.
I want to, I'm trying to. So what you're saying is you don't want business over a rap song? I'm like, yeah.
But why would he try and like?
Dude, people try and struggle
because that's mainstream. They want you to. They think they want us, or not us, but they want people. Always want. They want to put people on a pedestal, and they want you to. They want an idea of something to be like it is, but it's not how it is. Look at boxing. Who's the best boxer of all time? The guy's legitimately a piece of shit. Nobody likes.
You don't like Floyd?
No, I'm saying I like Floyd Mayweather, but a lot of people hate him. Yeah. Everyone hates him. Everyone wants to see him lose. More people tune in to see his ass get beat than anything. I always liked Floyd Mayweather as a boxer and stuff. I mean, I'm sure he is a D-bag, but I mean, what the fuck, dude? He's got millions of people are probably up his ass all the time. The level of shit he has to deal with amounts to the amount of money he has, I'm sure.
I always enjoyed his HBO shit before.
Yeah, I loved him.
Just like my buddy turned me on to him, and he's like, yo, watch this, and he's just driving in like his Rolls Royce Phantom, just blowing through red lights.
How about Tyson
throwing money around?
Everybody
who cares?
Yeah. A lot of people, but that's what I'm saying. People like Tyson, but now they think he's a piece of shit. But it's like
I think a lot of people think it's cool to like Mike Tyson now because he smokes weed.
Yeah, guys, you want to think the people out there want to think fighters have to be a certain way and be like a monk, like he said. Dude, they're a fighter. I don't think you have any idea what goes into being the best in the world as a fighter. You got to be a little crazy. Yeah. No person in their right mind is taking lumps like that and doing that shit. And
how crazy! I mean?
No, they're like a nice adjusted individual.
He comes full circle, and now he's got his podcast. He interviewed Eminem.
Tyson. Yeah. He's doing better.
Life goes on, man.
Yeah.
He don't want to. You saw that one of him crying. You saw the one of him crying and talking about how he don't want to go back to that.
Yeah.
I mean, even people that do crime. If you do your time, like, what are you gonna? People still bring that shit up. You'll go to jail, do your time, you get out of jail, then you're still that piece of shit guy that went to. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I went to jail, I did my time. Yeah. I never went to jail. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. For me,
I'm not going back to jail.
If I have any piece of shit tendencies, you must forgive me.
But yeah, dude, John Jones, come on, man, he's crazy, and I like him as a fighter. I like his style.
I think Mike said that he's like the #1 fighter in the world. Like, that's the guy. Like, John Jones is definitely the guy. No other fighter would start shit. I mean, like, Israel Adesanya acts like he's going to fight John Jones, but he won't. It'll be a fucking tip-tap show.
Yeah, he started talking shit right away.
Dude, I hate Israel Adesanya.
I love him.
Nah, I don't like him. I don't like him. He's like the new breed Fortnite dancing of UFC. Like, that's what he is.
I hate all the dancing.
I'm gonna cement my legacy fighting Yoel Romero, but you didn't fight him.
Yeah.
You didn't fight him. Yoel Romero won that fight. He punched you in the face like 6 times. You didn't do anything about it. Leg kicks don't... If you touch my leg with your foot and I punch you in your face, for some reason in fighting, the leg kick counts as much as a stiff jab to the face. It makes no fucking sense.
My one loss I don't know. My one loss in kickboxing.
Bro, I'll end a fight with leg kicks. Yeah, I'll end a fight punching you in the face. Like,
my,
you know what I
my
mean?
one loss my one draw in kickboxing back in the day, I think I had like 5 fights, but the one that I had was a guy, the guy's nose was blown up and his eyes were black by the end of the fight. Like, I gave him black eyes during the fight. It was with no helmets. And he kicked my leg 100 times, but every time he kicked me, I'd grab his leg and whale him in the face.
Yeah.
They called that a draw. And I was like, what? And ever since then, I've hated guys who just do leg kicks.
Your leg was fucked up, right?
No, that one, I could walk. I was like 19. I was totally fine. Till afterwards, obviously, then I could not walk.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Then my
guys,
leg was like exploded.
When you guys post the old footage and shit, and you actually see how long you've been doing it, you guys look like fucking kids in there.
Yeah, all the hair and shit.
Because we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had freaking hair, dude.
That's 45.
You know what I mean? 45 minutes? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Israel Adesanya. I like John Jones.
I like John Jones. I don't really like Israel Adesanya. You know who JM really loves? That dude who does backflips. That's his favorite guy.
I fucking hate that guy, dude. I fucking hate that guy.
And then he did the illegal strike.
Yeah, what the hell, dude?
He can't fight.
Yeah.
He can't fight.
He always does an illegal strike,
He's
dude.
always doing backflips and shit. He's like, look at this guy. He's entertaining.
And then
he can't fight.
And then he came out dancing. I think that was the card when you were like, there's so many fucking shitty people on this card that should be fighting in the UFC.
I like when
the UFC is the best it's ever been, and at the same time, the worst it's ever been. At the very same time.
I like when the guy did a backflip. The dude was on the ground like, what the fuck? Either let me up and let's fight or get down here. And then he turns around and act like he's going to walk away and the ref is about to break it. He does a backflip onto the guy or like a moonsault or whatever, and he's about to come down. The dude put his legs up and kicked him in the nuts, and then he had to like they had to stop the fight for 5 minutes because he got hit in the nuts during a backflip. I was like, dude, you should have to keep going. I don't care if you get hit in the nuts when you're trying to backflip me, dude.
I told my buddy, I said, this guy's like the Street Fighter character you only use once. Like,
he sucks.
I'll try him out.
He reminds me of the dude in that one. It was a commercial they did, but it was like an old Jackie Chan thing where the guy or Steven Seagal would do that all the time, where the guy would come out and be like, "Whoa," do all this shit, and then he would just boom, and it'd be one shot and over. That's how I look at that guy.
I'm so glad Diego Sanchez won that fight. He's like, nah, fuck this. I win.
Yeah. And then,
I was like,
how about when he came out, he was
perfect.
dancing so much where the cut man's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
He's like, get the fuck over here. Because it took him 15 minutes to like, he was just like, yeah, dancing around. And then they're like, yo, asshole. They're like, let's fucking go. And he's just like, it's cool.
I hate that
That guy stinks. Stinks. I hate him.
There are some trash fighters in the
I hate
UFC
that guy. There's a bunch of guys I don't like. That one night there was all types of ridiculous. The grappling that night was the guy who had the guy's back, and
card was
he
that?
was punching him back this way, which everyone makes fun of the guy punching back. But how about the other guy? Just fucking choke him, dude. You know what I mean? And then we've been watching a lot of like guys that are fighting pro amateur, like just around the country. And like, dude, on the East Coast, people out here don't know, dude. Like, I had to fight both of the fight. I didn't fight for 10 years, and then when I came back, I took 2 MMA fights. I lost them both, but the guys that I fought were fucking tough as shit, and they were just dudes you never even heard of.
Yeah.
And they were fucking beasts. The one guy got busted for steroids, and then I see guys in like, I don't know where, I don't want to, maybe Oklahoma, right? Because that's where big cat guys from. But I see people in Oklahoma where dudes on the ground just, had no idea what they're doing. You know what I mean? No idea. And they're fighting bums. And I'm like, shit, dude, out here, even my guys, like our students, like Bryant and these guys, dude, they fight. Like even Ricky fought that one dude that he KO'd that guy like 30 fights.
You have to fight.
You know what I mean?
The other schools fighting MMA on the East Coast, like Ray Longo or like Matt Serra's team's real strong out
Pellegrinos.
You got Nick Catone's, you got Tiger Showman's, you got all these camps.
The Miller brothers.
And the Miller brothers, they're all better than I think everywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, East Coast is fucking tough.
East Coast is tough as shit. To make it out of the East Coast into the UFC, it's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But other guys, like for some reason, like I don't know, I'm gonna start fucking fighting matchups from Virginia and shit.
That's what I was gonna say. We should just start taking our guys down to Virginia and Florida and fighting in barns and just getting their record up to like 30-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And come back.
I mean, you say that at the same time, but you might fight a guy that's just tough as fuck with no skill at all.
Right.
Just you punch him in the head, he likes it. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you get the guy in a triangle and he just fucking slams you in the face or something. Yeah. So I mean, it's just from an two professionals outsider point of view when we watch it, we're just like, Jesus Christ, like why couldn't I fight a guy who just I reversed him easily, and then he went to get up and just completely gave me his back, and I choked him out. Like, I would have loved that. Instead, the dude, you know,
MMA's so different.
Knew how to fucking beat
jiu-jitsu.
me. He knew how to just beat me in the situation. You know what I mean?
Fighting and martial arts in general are two totally different scenarios. Like,
do you think they're going to still do EBI and all that stuff? Because I saw Chael did his thing on Sunday, didn't he?
Yeah, but a lot of the guys weren't there.
No one's doing
I didn't even see what happened. I didn't care. But also, too, the flights to, like, California in June when Grace was supposed to go against Danielle Kelly are like $113 round trip.
Jesus Christ.
That's a big fight. That's like the #1
women's fight
fight in jiu-jitsu.
And
Grace
I got
versus Danielle Kelly.
Yeah, and I got
That's crazy.
Me and him have like thousands, maybe $2,000 worth, between both of us, probably like $3,000 worth of just tickets up in the air that we can use whenever. Like, we got a Aero Mexico, Allegiant, fucking Delta, like all this shit. Yeah, well, we got the credit because obviously it just was like, hey, we're not going anywhere. So, yeah, I don't know. I was looking at Airbnb prices are insanely cheap. I was trying to take my wife and be like, let's take the dogs and go up to the Poconos and get an Airbnb that has a pool table, hot tub, sauna, all this shit for like $400. But he's a little bit worried because our parents and everybody is probably being like, no, don't leave. Like, I know my parents would be like, no, stay in your house. Like, I know they would flip. So I'm like, all right, we got to stay. Another month at the crib.
A month.
Yeah.
A month.
I know, man.
I might start building something.
That's
out
4
back
more
or
episodes
like
of Now We Go, dude.
Nice, nice.
I'm gonna be
I guess
so
we break it down
grizzled.
that way. It won't seem as long.
This seems like this honestly is like structured my whole week. Like, oh yeah, at least Monday I did the podcast, and now you.
This is the first time I had to set an alarm.
The Instagram clips are cool.
Yeah, and I feel motivated to honestly. I didn't mean to cut you up, but I feel motivated to like get home and do more stuff, or just even if I go home and chill for an hour or two, I'm like, all right, I already did something.
I'm just trying to stay busy. I don't know what's going to come out of, like, I'm going to keep up with all my shit for April, and then I don't know what the fuck's going to happen if they're like, hey, we're also staying shut down in May.
Don't pay your rent.
Yeah, that's when I'll
Definitely
be like,
don't pay your rent.
Well, that's when when May hits, and they're just like, nah, it's still going to be another month. That's when I'm going to start. Okay, I'm not fucking paying the. I'm not paying my phone bill.
Well, why should you have to take the hit? Why should you be the only one taking the hit? Everyone's got to take the hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think everyone's landlord, like, I
I'm hoping
already
it's
talked to my
fucking done.
landlord about, like, my rent. Like, he always was way cool about it. You know what I mean? I think my stepdad owns, like, he does rentals and shit. You know, he's like, well, I got to work with people. You're not gonna
what are you
take
supposed to do?
blood out of a stone, you know what I mean? You got
Yeah.
to work with people. It's tough times for everybody, right? I mean, I feel like there's people that have, I don't know. My mom's working. It's all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
There's some people that got tons of money, and
Like,
then a lot
like
of
I
people
said,
that,
some people are making more money during this.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
my cousin works for a beer distributor, or the company, not the beer distributor, but he works for a company that distributes the beer to the distributors, whatever that is, the main distributor.
Yeah.
The top of the pyramid in the Illuminati is where he works for. So, but he's still working. He said it's busier than ever.
Oh
they
my
got
God,
guys
just
pulling
people-
double shifts. There's people driving all over the place.
Yeah.
Beer's just gone.
Record sales for beer distributors, dude. They're murdering it right now. Fucking
everyone's sitting on their ass drinking suds.
Old man Tanzos and Pavlish are just sitting back right now.
It's finally paid
Yeah,
off.
old man Pavlish got 10 girlfriends. He's like, I own fucking
Yeah,
9
what the
beer
fuck?
distributors, dude. Who wants a case of Milwaukee's best? You know what I mean?
I've been on
They're
the
throwing out
hams.
Beast Ice, son. They don't care. Remember
Beast
Beast Ice
Ice?
back in the day?
Yeah.
Yo, man, I remember for the longest time we drank Beast and we drank that shit. And I remember one time I was having a party at my crib,
Milwaukee's Best
and a
Light.
dude showed up with like 10 cases of Lion's Head.
Ooh,
And he was like, this cost me $60, dude.
Yeah. Lion's Head was dirt cheap when it came out, and it was good beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Is it still around? Lion's Head still
Yeah,
around?
and then it became popular, and then now it's probably
Trying to revamp.
The puzzles on the caps
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you can figure out.
I like Lion's
They're just
Head.
more expensive because
Case races.
Yeah. My dad's
no-
like,
Yeah, case races. I totally forgot. It's like card games, drunk driver, and
Yeah.
stuff.
I remember having like 30 bags of beer bottles in like my back porch, and my parents were coming home the next day, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta get rid of these. And I'm like in the back of the Tiger Schulman's karate school just throwing away beer bottles. I'm like, I need 3 dudes to help me get rid of all these bags. We had to load them up in cars and shit because I couldn't put them out in the trash with my stuff. So
Yeah, I've been on hams. That's what I've been grabbing. It's $14.50 for a 30-pack.
Oh, shit.
It's solid beer. Solid beer.
I just been drinking random beers.
I haven't been drinking that
Drank
much.
some wine the other day.
I had 3 beers last night.
See what
Like, I think I had 3 golden monkeys last night, and I was messed up all night. I don't really drink that much. I like it if I have beer in the house, I drink every night, and it's not really makes me pee. And
oh, here in this one, I just
annoying,
speaking
yeah,
of rentals.
Then you get high and can't get up.
I just got a message from our landlord. It says we put together a spreadsheet to gather some required information documents to formally consider rent relief requests. I've attached his email. Take a run through Popular, run the dong, put in front of ownership.
See, that's the other thing too. Is a lot of people are freaking out.
And you look at the emails right now on the podcast.
That's why.
Yeah. Well, you made me think of it.
It's a new segment.
Oh, let's check Zach's email on the YouTube.
It's liquid.
Actually, every time someone tells me, they're like, "Hey, can you do me a favor and look up what this means?" And I go, "Sure." And then like I'm in the thing, all of a sudden I'm like editing a video, and they're like, "Hey, did you figure that out?" I'm like, yeah. Hold on, I'm still looking." I do that shit all the time. What else?
They're definitely going to be doing relief shit like that. Like the landlords are going to be contacted, and you're going to be like he's saying, you have to fill out paperwork.
Yeah.
Like they're
you
not.
have to qualify.
Yeah. Well, he said right now it says right now it's the obligations are still up. I'm like, no, we're shut down, bro.
Yeah. Like, I'm not doing
business. Those people are trying to get their last. Oh well, if you can get me April,
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Shut down for 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
You already got off half a month.
Yeah, exactly. So, also, before we leave, there's a pawn shop in Nazareth? I didn't even know that.
There.
Yeah, right. Yeah. For some reason, I came around the other way. But
I've never been. Like the last time, I don't know. I've never been down there. I just feel like it's probably an electric guitar, maybe a couple fish tanks.
Yeah,
some old video games.
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe they got some. Maybe they got some random old shit.
Are they open?
Because I don't know if they're open right now, but
they're next to Aldi's.
That's been something I've been wanting to do. And then I'm glad I did look at my phone because I want to say something else too. But because in LA, I always want to go to we never have time, but I always want to go to the pawn shops and shit out there because I hear my buddy used to tell me like there's crazy shit out there because a lot of people would take all their belongings, drive out to LA to try to make it and change their life, and then say, "Fuck, I don't need all this random like junk."
Yeah.
And they'd have comic books and all types of crazy shit, guns, whatever, and they just sell it.
Yeah.
And then now these guys are just holding on to shit. So.
I didn't even think of that. There's probably so many.
Exactly, that's what they
like
said.
That.
Clothes too, you know what I mean. So once I get liquid again, I'm gonna roll out there and get some
yourself
shit.
An Oakley hat, boy.
Some Affliction shirts.
Dude, some of the all had tap out shirts and Affliction and
the one dude with the no
Throwbacks.
teeth has tap out.
No, he's got teeth now.
Oh, he has teeth now. Yeah,
he got them fixed.
Yeah.
He said
you can pay for that.
Took a good job to get these teeth.
Yeah, he just got fake teeth.
You've been smoking meth and sucking dick, not working for the last fucking 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Dan Henderson doesn't have teeth. You ever see him? Josh Koscheck? You ever see them take their teeth out?
Yeah.
Koscheck, he doesn't have any teeth at all.
Yeah.
He got them all removed. I was seeing a thing on him, and then he just got the fake ones, puts them in.
My dad's teeth are fake.
Big
Pops
white
them out.
Jones. Yeah, I might have to do that one day. That and what else was I gonna say?
Smoking meth and sucking dick, dude. That's a T-shirt right there.
Yeah, but I mean that's what he was doing.
Sounds
He wasn't working.
It sounds like that one
make
song.
funny
That
noises.
guy wasn't helping out at all.
Yeah, it sounds like that one. That guy didn't do shit. He just shot guns.
He just sucked dick so he didn't
sucking
have to
dick,
work.
bro. Like the crack pipe.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying
He was the guy who had to
don't
set
give
up
shit to the doc.
Yeah, he was the guy who always had to set up the He always had to set up the explosives too. They'd have those. They just keep blowing shit up.
Smoking meth and sucking dick.
I forgot about the clip you were talking about. And somebody sent it to me, where he superimposed his mouth.
Yeah. Hey, Carol, it's your fucking husband. Get me out of the drain or sewage drain or something. A couple people corrected me because I said drainage ditch, and they're like sewage drain. I'm like, whoa, sorry. I don't know if I can watch it late at night. But that kind of reminds me of that one song where that guy's like, I was kicking ass and sucking dick.
Yeah. Wheeler Walker.
Kicking ass. Yeah.
Wheeler Walker Jr.
Thad, I was like, Thad, next time you fight, you have to play that.
I think he was trying to.
Yeah,
And
he was
decided
thinking
against
about it. Yeah, he was thinking about it.
Thad's
but
fight.
then,
Thad was supposed to fight.
Yep.
He can't. That sucks.
Yeah,
That
he
was a
was
good fight too.
yeah.
I thought that was gonna do work.
Yeah,
dude.
that was gonna be a good fight right there. So, also too, if you guys, anybody wants to hit us up, shopfinishers.com. That helps to support us. FinishersMMA.tv. You could buy cool stuff. That'll help support us. So, other than that, I did, Mike. I brought you some Finishers coffee too. If anybody buys anything, you want to throw some for free out to people, that's cool. Check us out. I don't know. Check us out on things.
Yeah.
What do you guys got coming up? What are you gonna do with your $1,200?
Buying a lawnmower.
What am I gonna do at 1,200? I don't know. I'll save it.
A QP and a shotgun? Got it.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably
you can
just
get a QP and a shotgun for 1,200.
No,
yeah, I was gonna say.
No way.
Where are you getting those?
No way. Hey, I know people. Know people. Know people.
Yeah,
It's liquid, bro.
Yeah.
He pays full price. He don't give a fuck.
I'm just paying. I got vouchers, dude. The government gave me vouchers.
They owe me weed.
Yeah.
They've been owing me shit.
Government owes me, bro. So,
I'm out. I
Yeah.
gotta
Thank
pee.
you guys. He got to pee. What else? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else, Mike? You want to give any shout outs on anything?
Just neveragainstudio.com. Thanks to everybody who's buying stuff. I did have some people drop some money on some apparel and stuff, but I mean, it helps. I'm just trying to get month to month until I'm back on.
Yeah, us too. Yeah, and that's one of our friends, Casey. Legit businessman, Casey Halstead, coaches a lot of guys in UFC, and he said something really early on. He said, "What's going to be the truth on this one is the name of the game is stay in the game." Because a lot of people are going to fall out. And yeah,
I mean, you brought it up last week, and when we were on the phone, you were like, we just got to outwork people.
Yeah,
I'm like, I just figured out how to get shit working. It took years, and then to be stopped like this, it's like I'm not stopping, but like, I'm just changing my hustles, figuring shit out.
We think about it.
They're doing a lot of yoga stuff online.
Nice.
She sent me some links to some shit, and I'm just trying to, I don't know.
Nice.
Shit's annoying.
That's pretty much it, man. I don't know. We're just gonna keep fucking doing shit and keep filming this. And I got more Zach, Zach's Corner podcast. I got more of those coming out too. Just had Craig, our strength coach, on. If anybody wants to be on the podcast,
yeah, we're switching up, going to full Skype. I had like a bunch of Skype interviews with some pretty cool guests that we were going to pepper in, but with some guests not wanting to come in and just not knowing what to do, I'm just going full Skype.
I think once we get back though, we're gonna have what's the kickboxing guy's name? Kevin Ross.
Yeah,
we should get him to come down, do your podcast, and then we can have him teach a seminar at our school because the guys seem to want to have him through. So that'd be cool.
It could happen.
That would be dope. So finishersmma.com, yourmama.net. Fuck Carol Baskin. I'm on Team Joe Exotic. Peace.